Hey guys, Cast72 here. Hope everyone's doing well. Today I want to go over a video on a bike that my son gave me. He came down from Colorado about 3 weeks ago, and he loves biking. He's not a professional cyclist, but he loves biking, and this is what you would call, it's a cross between a mountain bike and a speed bike, so they're called hybrids. And anyway, he brought down this Schwinn Circuit 700C hybrid bike. And years ago, I used to love to cycle. Again, not professional, just casually cycling for, helping burn calories and whatnot, keeping fit, lubricating the ankles and joints. But I let it go a long time ago, and I decided I wanted to get back into it. And what actually helped in that decision was the fact that he brought this bike over. So there's a few mods I did to it so far. I'll let you guys know what that is when we do a little walk around. And so today, guys, I kind of wanted to go over a few things that I want to do to the bike, and I'll also show you a few things that I've already done. And I thought it would be a fun thing to do, just in case you guys have a bike, that's another thing too. This bike wasn't a whole lot of money. I mean, this is basically a big box store bike. It was bought at Target. At the time, I think the value of it was rated at 350, 40 bucks, something like that. But my whole idea is to just kind of customize it a little bit, try to reduce some weight off of it. And I guess at this point, it would be a good thing for me to do a walk around with you on it, because I'll point out some of the stuff I've already done. So yeah, let's do that now, and then I'll explain what it is we're going to be doing today to it, and we'll go from there. So hope you guys enjoy it. So okay guys, here's the bike and all its glory, and let's start with the saddle. This is not the original saddle. When I first took this bike out, after my son gave it, the first time I took it out, I got carried away, and I went for a 48-mile ride, and goddamn did I regret it. So that seat was hard as hell. But this one here has got a lot of cushion to it. It's got the center opening for some air draft, and I really like it. It's a lot more comfortable. I'm even going to include, I purchased some biker shorts that have padding inside. That should help also, because I plan on taking long rides when I do take this bike out. I don't plan on doing just around the corner trips. I didn't do anything to the seat post. That's original. I did take off the spoke reflectors, night reflectors. I just kind of don't really see me riding at night, and if I do, I have these aftermarket type little lights that you can turn on and turn off. They can either flash or stay solid. I've got one in the back red, one in the front white, pretty standard. I did include this little air pump in case I do come across a flat. I've got myself covered. I lubed all the bearings, all the bearings from the crank, to the rear hub, and even including the front. They were pretty bad, not seriously bad, but you can tell they hadn't been done in a while. What else have I done to it? The original custom stickers on it had this logo, but then it had an extension of some more red, and I felt there was too much red on the rims, so I got rid of those, and now it's just the white Schwinn logo, and I think that's looks a lot better. I think the red was just an overkill. It had too much red on it. It was an overkill. I did notice when I took off the front reflector, it was black, and I'm assuming this was originally black. My son probably painted these. I do like the color he chose, so I'm going to actually get another spray can of this and paint that. I'm going to keep these grips original, because they do feel very comfortable in my hand. I like the way they feel. Even though they look a little bit tattered, I'm still going to keep them. What else here? I cleaned it and washed it the other day for this video, just to make it look nice and decent for you guys. What else? Okay, so am I leaving it? I took the mud guard and the chain guard off of the front here. Again, the idea is to reduce some weight, and that's really so far all that I've done, guys. I haven't done much. Like I said, I'm just starting out doing this. A few things here. I love the finish on it. It's a matte finish. I love that. So yeah, I think that's about all I've done so far. But let's get to what we're gonna do today. So on the crank, what I'm gonna end up doing is, unfortunately, these are riveted. Unfortunately, yeah, these are riveted. I don't like the fact that the chain rings that this has, and it consists of 3, by the way. You've got your high, your mid, and your low. And let me pull around the other side. But anyway, they're riveted. And what we're gonna do today is we're gonna take these off, grind down the rivets, because I'm gonna turn this from a 3 chain ring gear to a single. And there's a whole topic on that as to why. I just feel like this is gonna give me a lot more, I guess, the kind of ride I'm looking for, which is to build leg muscle and tone it. I don't really see me needing the mid and low gear. I think the high gear is the one I'm really gonna need. I've already tested it out, and it suits me just fine, especially uphill, downhill. It's a good burn on the legs, and I'm really gonna enjoy this setup right here. Of course, the back cassette's gonna stay, including all the gears. Obviously, I'm gonna stay. By the way, this is a Shimano Torning gear adjuster. We're gonna get rid of that, and in doing so, that's gonna also include the shifter, or the control shifter up there. That's just gonna reduce more weight. But let me go around. I wanted to show you guys that it consists of 3 chain rings. There's 1, 2, and 3. And like I said, we're gonna go ahead and get those 2 off, and we're gonna stay with the single. Now, let me turn this bike a little bit so I can explain something to you guys. If you have a bike like this, right, just a standard big box store bike, and you kind of want to reduce the weight off of it, or if you want to go from a 3 chain ring drive gear to a single, do what I did, because it's going to be beneficial for you in the long run, so you don't screw something up. But do you see the angle of the chain? That's because it's mounted up on the high gear. Now, I took it for a test drive, and I rode it a good while on all gears. The primary purpose of that, because I wanted to see how bad was it going to grind at that angle on the cassette gears. And luckily, not bad at all. The camera's not giving it any justice, but it's not a severe angle. It's still within a good angle, and where it's not going to affect my cassette gears. So if you're going to do this, I suggest to go ahead and take it for a run, see how it feels for one, and if you're going to even like that gear ratio. And if you do, then you're all set. After that, it's just a matter of, like I said, taking off the additional chain rings on the drivetrain or the crank, and then coming over to the top part of the bike and eliminating the Shimano, what are these, by the way? The Shimano V-brake and shifter control, right? We're gonna get rid of that, and again, to reduce more weight. So I think I pretty much went over what I wanted to on the bike so far. I'll be doing a couple of more videos of other things I might do to it, and even some riding videos. I think this is going to be cool, guys. I really missed riding a bike, aside from what you see back there. And this is gonna be a lot of fun, and even for that matter, it's going to be beneficial to my health. So I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Let's go ahead and get started. We'll go ahead and take these crank and pedals off, and we'll go ahead and focus and take those chain rings off, and hopefully those will come off with not too much of an issue. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to go ahead and paint the chain ring this color, because like I said, I really liked it. I'll have to get with my son and see if he did paint it, what color did he choose, because I really like that. So okay guys, enough talk, let's go ahead and get on with the action. Hope you guys enjoy. Okay guys, what I'd like to do first is go over some basic tools that you're going to need for this process. One of them is you're going to need a socket wrench, and that's going to be to take the crank off. And in my case, I don't know if they're all going to be standard, but in my case it's going to end up being a 14 millimeter. And then I got this tool here that my son had purchased. It's from Park Tools, and that's the model. It's a CCP22. What this is going to allow you to do is to be able to take off that bolt. I'm sorry, you're going to be able to, once the bolt comes off, these stems are not going to come off that easy. They're going to be pretty difficult. I'm sorry, the cranks. And the only way to get those cranks off at that point is you're going to have this kind of a tool. And I'll show you how it works. And then aside from that, because in my case I want to grind the rivets that are installed, or that are riveted into the gears, I just got me a Dremel tool with some grinding stones, and we're gonna stone those off, or I'm sorry, grind those off, and get that off that way. So let me go ahead and get started. Well guys, oh man, unfortunately I came across something that I didn't catch on to until afterwards. I thought that if I got rid of these four, that this in turn would just come off, and that this gear itself was fully intact to the crank. Unfortunately, no, it's not. If you can see, if I were to take these off, it would definitely take off. Yeah, it would take off the bigger gear, which is what I want, as you can see. And it would leave me with the mid sprocket. Now, I don't know, maybe I could try it with the mid sprocket and just see how that works out. I mean, God dang it. Well, I'll tell you what. I think I'm going to go ahead and continue and stay with the mid sprocket gear, because as I said, I'm going to have to, I'm going to replace this anyway. I was just not wanting to do it right away. I was going to, run this for a while, and then later on get the, change the whole entire, the gear, the gear assembly. So yeah, I think we're just going to continue on. We're going to go ahead and take these off and just stay with the mid gear. Well, I don't know, maybe not. I just noticed that right there, guys. Look at that. Wow. Well, I guess what I could do is grind these off, so is that I'm still using the brace, but it simply will just reduce the fact of a little bit more weight, because I'll partially be getting rid of the mid gear. Yeah, that's probably what I'll end up doing. Yeah, because I definitely can't keep running on this mid gear, because that's jacked up right there. I just noticed that actually. All right, I figured it out. We're just gonna go ahead and cut these off. That way the brackets, I mean the rivets will still hold the high gear. And luckily I didn't go all the way through on that guy right there, that rivet. So okay, let's continue on. Okay guys, and here's the finished result. Definitely a lot more lighter. Like I said, unfortunately I had to use a cutting tool to go ahead and cut the edge. I don't want to touch it because I just put some black satin paint on there just to hide some of the chain scratches when it had the three gear configuration, or the chain ring configuration. Just to make it look nice. But yeah, I'm happy with it. It's a lot lighter. I think it's gonna look a lot better. And I'm just gonna wait for the paint to dry. Shouldn't take much longer. It's quick drying paint. It's a satin finish. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put everything together. And then after that, I'll show you guys me taking off the Shimano gear shifter for this crank, because basically we're no longer gonna need it. So that'll reduce even more weight. Okay guys, just wanted to show you the finished product. Looks pretty damn good to me. So guys, I want to mention something. I already took off this grip right here. Since I was going to go ahead and eliminate the crank shifter, I went ahead and ordered a whole new set of shifters. Now, I originally ordered the Shimano V-brake grip. I'm sorry, this particular model, legitimately from Shimano, but it's taken a while to get here, and I really didn't want to wait much longer. I really wanted to get my cycling started. So I went ahead and got these knockoffs. I'm not sure how well they're going to perform. These are called, well, they're made by Ream Top. Slightly different, but same purpose. They've got a 3-in-7 gear ratio. I don't know, Amazon had some good and bad reviews. Most good outdoing the bad. So we're going to give these a shot. If they don't last, fine. Like I said, I've got the authentic Shimanos on order. They should be here hopefully in 2 weeks from now. They're actually coming from China. These here can do in the meantime, momentarily, and I'll let you guys know how these turn out. But on this particular part, I'm just going to use the brake. The brake. I don't need the shifter connected. And then on this gear, this is what's going to handle switching the rear cassette. That one I do definitely need, so we're going to go ahead and replace that. I just wanted to let you guys know I've got that one over here. Hang on. Yeah, here it is. So this is what we're going to be replacing it with, and then I'll keep you guys posted, you know, on how well they perform and if they're really worth it. I think I paid like $23 for these. They're really, really light. Quality seems pretty decent. We'll see how that works out. And then got rid of these grips. That's usually how it works when you're going to replace these anyway. So I went ahead and got some new ones. They're black, just like these. However, they're just black. Let me show you real quick. Sorry guys, I'm trying to do all this while I am recording. And let's see what these look like. And that's these right here. Same style, just in black. And we'll do that as well. Anyway, just wanted to let you guys know. I'll put the link in the description for both of these parts in case you guys are interested. And for now, let's go ahead and get these replaced. And yeah, let's get this done. Okay guys, I appreciate your patience and lasting this long for this video. But as you can see, I've already installed the new shifter and already adjusted the cassette from high to low. And all I got to do now is cut my cable and then crimp it and we should be good. But just to show you guys that it is fully functional and it's shifting very you know, with no issues whatsoever. Let me go ahead and show you that real quick. Right now it's on low gear and we're going to go ahead and shift down to high gear. And then we're going to go back up to low gear. And there you go. Okay guys, next I'm just going to go ahead and put what you can see back there, those grips. I don't really think we need a video for that, or to cover that on the video. And that's it for now. That's all I'm going to do for now. Brand new shifters. The crank came out pretty good. Let me take this off the mount here, the camera mount. As you can see, that came out pretty good. Instead of having a 3 gears drive, I've only got 1. And like I said, that's going to suit me just fine. I've got some tires on order. The grips are going to be replaced. That still has the old shifter. I'm going to replace that here in a minute. I just wanted to show you that I got the main one replaced. That's not going to be used for shifting purposes at all. It's only going to be the brake, so I might just leave that one on there. So yeah, if I do some more stuff to this bike, I'll definitely let you guys know. And like I said, I appreciate you guys hanging in there. And all right, I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Cast 72, peace out.